is Shauna Willis, and this is my week 4 video journal. This week we talked about life stressors, and I took the life stressor assessment from 9-1, and my score was actually 576, so I'm considered to have high stress. That was not surprising to me at all. I've always been the type of person who's had a lot of stress and always had a lot of things going on and a lot of things to worry about. Um, Sometimes I really get really overwhelmed with everything that I have to do that I just don't do anything, and then that makes me more stressed because I'm not getting the things done that I need to get done. I've also had a lot of transitions in the past year. I've transitioned from one job to the next, and also I've had a lot of stress in my jobs. Um, I loved what I did, but it just wasn't a good fit for me, and so kind of had to reassess what I was doing and what I wanted to do. Um, Mainly the work, like I said, has been the major stressor for me, um, and also just kind of regular things with relationships. Me and my boyfriend moved in together, and so just trying to get used to living with someone else and how just incorporating another individual into your life, which is not always the easiest thing to do. Um, which dimensions of wellness are impacted by stress? Really, all of them. All of dimensions are impacted by stress, and those dimensions are physical, social, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, environmental, and occupational. And the reason why I say all is really like things like the physical, especially for me, I get headaches, I get backaches when I'm stressed out. Emotionally, I tend to have mood swings. Spirituality can, be stressful sometimes, just in the sense like if you belong to a church, all the responsibilities that you have to get done with that. So really everything is impacted by stress. So the relaxation technique that I chose was a deep breathing relaxation technique, and the reason why I chose that one is really because it's the simplest. And I think that if you're at work or anything, if you're in a stressful situation, you can kind of employ that deep breathing practice to really help you deal with the stress. So what I do when I do the deep breathing is I always want to remember that you should be feeling that deep breathing and not in the here in the chest, but instead here in the stomach. So what really works is to put your hand there on your stomach so that you can feel it go up and down. So that when you breathe, you have your hand going up and down rather than your chest going up and down. So it kind of helps too to put a hand there and feel that stomach going up and down. I like to take like 7 breaths in and out. I count to 7 in my head when I go in and out, meaning in out and in 7. Typically, the mind will wander when you're doing that deep breathing. If you're by yourself and you have time to really focus, you want to bring the mind back to the breath and not let it wander around and think about all of those things that you have to do. Um, I really do think that the relaxation technique that I tried will help me a lot just because I've done the relaxation techniques before and they've helped me with my stress quite a bit. And I think that my stress level has tended to elevate when I haven't taken the time to do those relaxation techniques. Major health risks and diseases associated with it are hypertension, high blood pressure, coronary disease, ulcers, stroke. Your body really goes into a fight or flight when you're under stress, and that causes the endocrine system to really release different hormones. What I found that was interesting is that can have an effect on fertility. And as a woman, who wants to have children one day, that was really a big eye opener for me to know that stress can have a major impact on fertility. Also, I heard years ago that worry causes cancer, and I didn't really believe it. But reading the textbook, just seeing like how stress and worry can be linked to cancer was really like, wow, um, that's true. Worry can cause cancer. So, the thing that I'm going to do to effectively deal with my stress on a weekly basis is to employ the breathing technique more, the deep breathing technique more. Also, just to schedule time to get my responsibilities done. That way, I don't feel so overwhelmed. And also schedule time for myself to get, the breathing techniques done, or just give myself a break from everyday life. So that is it for this week's video journal, and we'll see you again next week.